Well, welcome back, everyone. Happy Wednesday morning to you. Couldn't be with you yesterday morning due to some pressing ministry business. Had to get around some things. Good to be back with you. Having a great cup of coffee this morning. Hope your day will go well for you. Just a couple of news and notes type of things to bring you up to speed. Want to remind you of our Preterist Pilgrim Weekend that comes up this July 2013 here in Ardmore, Oklahoma. The specific details will be announced later. You can see the announcement on BibleProphecy.com or DonKPreston.com. Also, don't forget, I'll be having a formal 2-day public debate with Steve Gregg. Many of you know Steve Gregg and of his ministry. Very nice guy. The debate will be held in Denver, Colorado in September. Details of that will be forthcoming as well. Also, those of you who have been inquiring about the status of my debate with Sam Frost, Sam and I now have a tentative date for January of 2014, pardon me, to have our debate in Florida. So those are some things to be looking forward to. Got some writing projects that I'm trying to get wrapped up to be able to introduce to you. Pardon me. I'm working feverishly on the book for the McDermott-Preston debate that was held last year here in Ardmore, Oklahoma. I'm also making really great progress on a little book. I won't even tell you what it is, but Lord willing, nothing else happens, I'll be introducing that before very long. I'm also working really hard on the next volume in the series on the passing of the old law. And this one has to do with John the Baptizer as Elijah. Boy, this is some wonderful stuff. All right? Well, that's just a little bit of a news and notes type of thing. Thank you so much for the correspondence you've been sending me. We're discussing the question of ethics and eschatology. Does the view of realized eschatology suggest that since the Lord came in AD 70, that there are no more ethical mandates? Well, as I've shared with you, one of the most critical things to understand is the misunderstanding in all three futurist views about the nature, the purpose, and the function of eschatology. Those three futurist views see eschatology as bringing time, bringing human history, bringing the Christian age to an end. In other words, there's no more human interaction on earth, there's no more dilemma, there's no more choice, there's no more temptation. Such is not the story of biblical eschatology. Now, on last night's program on Two Guys in the Bible, we talked a lot about the nature, purpose, and function of biblical eschatology. Let me recommend that you go to the radio program, our website, in which we have Two Guys and a Bible. You can just do a Google search for it, and you will find that program that has been archived. All right? So go there, listen to the program, because I think you'll find it extremely helpful. Now then, and it's, by the way, it's called fulfillradio.com. Sorry about that. But here's the point. Under the Old Covenant, which was a law that demanded stringently so perfect obedience and could not give life, it could not give righteousness, Galatians 3:20 and 21, even with all of its absolute demands for perfection. But that Old Covenant, which, by the way, is the source for all New Testament predictions of eschatology, all right? So here's the Old Covenant world with all of its demands of righteousness, but providing no grace, providing no forgiveness, providing no life, and providing no righteousness, no matter how hard you try. But that Old Testament world predicted the arrival of a New Covenant world in which life and righteousness, fellowship with God, would be given. So biblical eschatology is a contrast between life on earth under Torah, life on earth in the new creation. Life under Torah demanded righteousness, demanded holiness, demanded obedience, but gave no grace, provided no forgiveness. That's why Paul said, O wretched man that I am, who shall deliver me from the body of this death? But, contemplating life under Christ, Paul said, the law of the Spirit of life in Christ Jesus has made me free from the law of sin and death. Now here's Paul beginning his life under the gospel. Did the gospel negate the need for obedience? No. Paul says, God be thanked you were the servants of sin, but you've obeyed from the heart that form of righteousness that was delivered to you. Being then made free from sin, you became the servants of righteousness. Romans 6:14 and following. So Paul did not negate the necessity of obedience. He just understood that the gospel, the new covenant, the new creation, provides grace, forgiveness, life, and righteousness. So again, the new covenant world, when it fully arrived in AD 70, did not negate or nullify or in any way abolish the need for ethics. No, God said, be holy as I am holy. But what the new covenant world does is gives us everything that the law of Moses could not give. Acts chapter 13, 39 and following. When we see that eschatology was to bring in this new creation world, not to end human history, not to end time, but to put fully in place a covenant of grace, forgiveness, and life, then we can see that fulfilled eschatology does not negate ethics. It impresses on us the need to be holy because the one who called us is holy. Hey, I hope that helps. Thanks again for joining me for Morning Musings. You have a great day, and I'll see you on the flip side.